Hey guys, this is Crab Hunter, and welcome back to another channel update. Huzzah! Yes, been meaning to make another one of these. I do apologize. I've been meaning to get on with that one. To be honest, in all honesty, the last time I should have made one of these was way back then, when when I, when I did my stream. That wasn't so successful. Yeah, I don't know if I'm meant for streaming. But no, oh. Looking back, I'm glad that mistakes were made, not to say that I love making mistakes, but more because I now know what to do, and I now also realize how handy a second screen is, or a laptop, for that matter, that can work and that can tell you, hey look, you're not being watched because you can't show shit. Yeah. Anyway, so obviously meant to do one earlier, but didn't. So anyway. But speaking on stuff today, I kind of want to get one thing sorted before I talk about anything else, which is I'm very sorry to say there is no Thursday game content. Instead, well, there's no random game Thursday content today. I do apologize on that one. I know it's still kind of a still new up and serving series, and some of you guys are like, random game Thursday? But I meant to do something today, and I was meant to release the content for today, and I didn't, as I prioritized other forms on recording, so my apologies. In all fairness, this week has been immensely busy, because it is the middle of summer. We are 2nd of July as well. Work has been stepping up, obviously, because with regards to summer holidays, everybody wants a Barbie. So all the bread's going. I work in the bakery department. Yay! But no, the summer has been exceptionally hot to the point where now I have a fan. Well, I say I now have a fan. This was from the previous owner, but it's become a lifesaver, especially at the night when you can't breathe. Anyway, enough of that. So, yes, it's been exceptionally hot, which means obviously though family have been coming round, it's been nice seeing them, and that obviously means that with work, family, and dying from heat, and, you know, seeing to family whilst dying from heat, it's left very little time to record anything. And this week, because of the latest upcoming patch slash early access, which is going to be in today's content, I'm not leaving you stark dry. I basically prioritized getting footage from Armored Warfare. So there are two videos in compensation to say I am very sorry, I didn't mean to lack on that one, but you are getting two videos of Armored Warfare, so hopefully you won't mind that. And the second video is actually the most latest in content, which is going to be a PvE, as my good friend Nimbus and I are going to go on to the third access, where we actually get to play alongside people in the first time ever utilizing the PvE in Armored Warfare. Now, if you have not really heard about this PvE in Armored Warfare, if you don't know what PvE means, basically means player versus environment. One of the big selling points in my eye, and one of the things that I just think will make Armored Warfare so much more fun, is the game will allow you to, if you're feeling pissed off from PvP, player versus player, you can actually be able to just muck about and go onto the player versus environment, which basically is like a standard MMO, you could say. Player, basically, you adventure through, in certain MMOs, you will adventure through lands and kill computer AI. Well, basically in Armored Warfare, it's you go on a mission to kill an enemy AI tanks. And that's awesome, because it means then, instead of having to deal with really annoying teams all the time, or if you're just strapped for cash and you don't want to have to waste your favorite tank trying to, you know, get into a decent game where you can finally earn some credits, then this thing is very nice for a quick earning buck. And also because the designer Obsidian Gaming have done stuff like Fallout New Vegas, a few RPGs, I don't know exactly how many, but they've done a few. They are well versed in the form of RPGing and giving a good single player experience. So definitely looking forward to seeing what happens on regards to that one, which is why today is going to be more about Armored Warfare. So yes, my apologies for that, but you are getting two videos in compensation. The second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today was the War and Peace Revival Show. Probably shouldn't do that with fan. Anyway, yes, the War and Peace Revival Show is happening again this year. Yay! It's kind of an annual thing, but still, yay! So basically what that means is I will be going off to reenacting it. Yes, I'm a reenactor. And I'll basically be going over there playing my part in glorious World War II, and I won't tell you which faction because it'll ruin the surprise. Anyway, so if you are going there, you get to see World War II stuff. Actually, if you don't know what the War and Peace Revival is, basically it's a show all about the 20th century and onwards. Everything from the first sort of mechanized-like warfare, like, you know, early trucks, early cars, early tanks, and it goes all the way up to the latest and greatest tech warfare. It's a fantastic place to go. If you ever, you know, I'm advertising now. No, it's an awesome place to go to because it's a big area, loads of random people selling loads of awesome stuff. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome experience, and I get to reenact there. So not only do I get in for free, because reenactors can do that, it also means I get to take part in the most awesome feeling and being able to become part of, well, pretend if you will, but still, I get to become part of that history for a few minutes, and it's just, oh, it's so much fun, and very much looking forward to it. Which naturally will mean that the amount of content going into said week will probably not be as flowing as it probably should be. I will definitely pre-record stuff and make sure that there might be, I might try and get the schedule thing to work on, so it might not affect it too much. But if there is any kind of lacking of content, because naturally it's going to be in the summer, it's going to be hot, I'm going to be absolutely knackered from doing it, so I would probably get in from the reenactment and just fall onto my bed. That's pretty much how it will be. So, just as a sort of general, it's not going to happen for some time yet, and I will obviously make another video update later, closer to the time. But definitely, just as a sort of prelude of watch out, there's going to be an awesome show coming. So, good times, and apologies, I'm very thirsty. Pints worth of water, Grey save. Anyway, so other things to going on to this lovely little chat we're having. What's been happening since then? Because obviously, as I said, I haven't really made a video on updating the channel, and I think, well, why not? Let's talk about a few things. Well, first of all, I've recently, I guess you could say we've departed from the Priests of Wololol. A while back, I joined a group of people called the Priests of Wololol, and I don't know if we're still going as a big group or not. I don't know. But for the World of Tanks primarily, I joined a group on for Priests of Wololol, and the group unfortunately now has, the group itself was sort of, we've not really been. It's not. It's unfortunately the group is slowly starting to die a bit, and a few friends of mine said, "Hey, look, we know a couple of other guys in another clan for World of Tanks. They're pretty awesome. Let's go over there." Because, you know, and we've taken a few people, because basically we've merged the clan now into another clan called Siege, mainly for the World of Tanks thing, but also probably for other stuff as well. So I've basically been getting to know the Siege guys. They're pretty awesome, and I'm definitely looking forward to being able to do more with World of Tanks, because I'll be honest with you, I've not really been playing much. What you can tell, I've not really been playing much in the sense of World of Tanks. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I'm finding it. I mean, I've said this before, that I've been finding it difficult to sort of get back into it. And there have been, to be honest with you, the latest in what's been going on in regards to like the Steam Summer Sales and other stuff is just, I've been getting loads of games from the Steam Summer Sales, so that's just added another, like, you could argue, hey, I could have almost gotten back into it, and then Steam Summer Sales just came, and like, I got a few games, another few random games, which I might make videos of. But no, generally speaking, it's, you know, I've been so distracted with other games and other stuff, and I haven't really felt the impetus that I used to have to play World of Tanks. Maybe, you know, I might get back into it and things will go back to normal for a while. And I say normal, I mean, I like to think of my channel as an evolving channel. You know, as much as I do want to say that I'm sticking to the grounds of what I used to do, which is World of Tanks content and my career in World of Tanks, at the same time, I do occasionally think of, well, I don't want to be kind of rooted completely to World of Tanks. I do enjoy doing World of Tanks, so I'm certainly not going to give up on the game completely. But as it comes to recording, and as it comes to sort of coming up with a reason to being able to play the game, feel enthusiastic about the game, and then finally adding the enough enthusiasm and love for the game in order to make it worthy of recording, that sort of kind of takes, I'm like, if I really want to do it, like for example with World of Warships, it's not the fact that it's new, it's the fact, well, it's a mix of things, but it's sort of, it's new but awesome in another way. It's like, hey, it's a different style, different mechanic, sort of other thing, and it's sort of like it allows me to sort of challenge in another way, so it's sort of variation in that regard. And yeah, you could say there are variations in World of Tanks, but now that I've grinded up my way to the top, it's difficult to sort of come back to it and sort of say I've done something else or something, or just generally getting enough to record it. But I definitely am gonna still definitely play it. There's no way I'm quitting World of Tanks. I'm not doing a War Thunder on World of Tanks. Um, oh boy, that game. You know what I find hilarious? Before I quit War Thunder, patches were so long in the coming. Like if there was a patch, it would be millions. It felt like years before a patch would come out. And since I've quit playing War Thunder, two patches, not just small, two big patches have come and gone. I'm like, right. But in all honesty, they don't. I've not heard too much about the new one, but the victory in Berlin is a little shit. it it starts to sting. The thing is, I mean, I speculate and I joke and I jay, but there are some things when I see them and it's just like, oh great. Yay, another, we won the war! Yeah, and you also, started the Cold War and murdered innocent civilians along the way. And, but even before the war, you killed a few thousand people because you thought they were going to kill you. And, I'm like I said, if you are sort of getting suspicious and stuff, I'm not a sort of evil, fascist-y sort of person. I'm just saying no one was pure in that war. Like when you've watched and learnt and researched how the war went, I will say one thing about studying the Second World War. You could sort of argue that you could always stay from like a side or another side or other thing. I'd like to think of myself as I'm always going to be for the Allied side because let's face it, first of all, I like some of the American gear. I like some of the British gear. There are things. Obviously, you want to be good for the Allied side because the German side, yes, they had amazing technology and everything. Politically, they were shit as fuck. So, in that regards, you don't want to go for it. But, in other regards, I'm from the perspective of that the Second World War. No one was clean. No one. Some media representations portray the Allies in sort of a lovely light. It's like, no, we weren't that nice. We weren't that nice. We burnt people out of holes. America dropped the atomic bomb. Russians used flamethrowers virtually on anything when they were crawling across the lands. British were using flamethrowers. Like I said, as many famous generals have said, maybe more so in like historical references, all war is war is hell. So whenever I look at the history of World War II, I think all sides were shitty at that point, and what I like is the story on the social. Anyway, I'm rambling as Christ for a couple of minutes. So anyway, back to the more important things. So yeah, generally speaking, been with Siege, they're awesome dudes. World of Tanks, I'm liking. Hopefully this will start to jig me back into playing World of Tanks more, and hopefully things will be a lot more fun. And and I also am sort of looking to change certain things. Like I'm doing the Fallout series, which I'm enjoying. Definitely enjoying doing that. And there's loads of other things I'm looking forward to doing and sort of expanding my account. I say expanding. Like I like trying new things and sort of learning how to do other stuff. Like this is why I like the Thursday things. And I might try and do something more permanent with a Fallout because I enjoy it. And, there's loads of sort of things about that. But currently, what's going on is the Siege is going good. Might do something for World of Tanks. We're not sure. Armored Warfare is looking fabulous, and hopefully, we're going to be able to see more awesome stuff coming from them. And I'm not going to say it's a World of Tanks beta because, it has to really crank up the not going to be War Thunder bullshit. And so I've been burnt before by War Thunder, so I'm just like, no, let's just take things easy. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling on to you for about nearly 15 minutes. Mostly about stuff that isn't relevant, but still, to recap, major apologies for no Random Game Thursday today, but instead you have 2 videos of Armored Warfare. And for the second one, the War and Peace Revival show is coming up. It will be going from the 22nd to the 26th of July, so it's still a couple of weeks away. But as a prelude warning of, yeah, you might want to take care, we are going to be getting there soon, I will naturally be making a video letting you guys know about that in due course. And, yeah, generally speaking, it's, you know, we sort of new stuff is going on, join a new clan, and it's looking pretty nice. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching me talking for about 15 minutes now, and hopefully we can have another one of these again at some point. So thank you very much for watching. This is Crap Hunter, signing out. Have a good one.